So I want to start out by, first of all, solving a simple right triangle, okay? Well, I'm not going to do it. You're going to do it, okay? So you guys know what it means to solve a triangle. What does it mean to solve a triangle?
Finding out angles and finding out sides.
Yeah, how many thingies are there in a triangle?
6.
So you're given 3, you need to find the other 3, okay? And I'm going to pause here for a minute and let you, yeah. So let me go get my snipping tool. Where's my snipping tool? I'm trying to snip this dude and it doesn't want to snip. Okay, so what I want to do is solve the triangle, which means that I'm going to call this side B. Does everybody understand why I call it lowercase b? Right? And I'm going to call this lowercase c. Everybody understand why I call it lowercase c? Okay. Well, I know this angle right off the bat. 70, 90 minus 20. Okay, so that's 70 degrees. And then I know that sine 20 is equal to b over 15 from SOHCAHTOA. Straight out. Okay? So b is equal to 15 sine 20. And then you just chug that on your calculator. Okay, so can you guys chug on that calculator and find me b and c, please? 5.1303 and c? C, Ian, C? 0954. Is everybody okay on this stuff? Okay, so this is kind of just preliminary from chapter 4. Okay, moving on to the real topic of the day, which is the law of sine. So what we just did was we solved a right angle triangle. Okay, a right angle triangle. Well, unfortunately, triangles are not always right. Okay, they can be wrong. They can be oblique. Okay, oblique. Oblique means non-right. Okay, non-right. So there are really 4 cases for that. Okay, and these mnemonics here, AAS, ASA, SSA, and so on, should ring a death bell in you from geometry. Hate is not good. Love is better. Love is better. So there are 4 cases, okay? The 2 cases that are in red, which is AAS, ASA, and SSA, okay, are to be done with law of sines. The 2 that are in black, which is triple S and SAS, are to be done with law of cosines, which is going to be Wednesday, I think, or Thursday or something like that. Okay? Now, the one that is SSA here, seriously, I like to call it ASS, because it is really a pain in the ASS, because it's ambiguous, which means you can have either no solution, 1 or 2. That's why it's the pain in the ASS. Okay, that's why I call it the ASS case. So that's the one we could really watch out for. Well, what do all these mnemonics really mean? Let's go through them. Matthew, you need to be taking notes as I do this stuff. Yeah. Because there's 5 points for notes in this class. So 5%, not just 5 points, 5%. Okay, so the law of sines is for the first 2 cases, okay? Which one? This tool? Yeah, I just learned it. Yeah, I was just fooling around with it last weekend, and I just haven't had time to I just got a new iTouch on the weekend. I haven't even had time to play with it. Life is miserable. Yeah. Okay, so what does AAS mean? Notice that A stands for angle. So there are 2 angles and a side. Okay. Well, this one also has 2 angles and a side, but the way it's arranged is different. Okay? So in this example, you're given angle A, so you're given that. You're given angle B, and you're given this side A. And the reason why it's called AAS is because the side is not between the two angles. In other words, that side doesn't touch both the angles. You guys with me on that? Unlike ASA, where you're given angle A, you're given angle B, and you're given an angle C, side C, which touches both the angles. So that's the main difference between the two. Okay? That's the difference between the two. However, both cases have to be solved with law of sines. Now, is this the pain in the ASS case? No. Okay, so let's take a look at the pain in the ASS case. So, in the pain in the ASS case, you are given two sides and an angle that's not included between them. I'll show you what I mean by not included. So you are given side A, you're given side B, and you're given angle A. This angle is not between these two sides, as you can see. Which is the angle between those two sides? C. Nice. So you guys get the difference between the angle being included between the two sides and not being included in the two sides. So this is the pain in the ASS case. Okay, two sides and an angle. All right. Okay, let's talk about how we solve problems for different conditions. So first of all, here's the law of sines. Okay, I'm going to pause that and kind of let you get that. Okay, let's go apply. So you're given that stuff. What's number one tell you to do?
Draw the diagram.
Do it. Draw the diagram, because there will be a point allocated for a diagram. You know how I love diagrams. Okay, so I have angle A is 150 degrees, so your triangle is going to look something like this. This is A. Let's say this is C and this is B. So this is 150 degrees. Angle C is 20 degrees. And side A is 200. Determine which case is this. Which case this is this? Sorry? Okay, this is the AAS case. Is that the pain in the case?
Yeah, no.
It's not, right? The pain in the case is the ASS case. Okay? So this